Welcome back! My name is Baller Scuba. This is Video Games Over Time. We are still in 1985. Today, we're going to play Tiger Heli. The story of Tiger Heli takes us to Toplin. Toplin is a Japanese video game developer founded in April 1979 by Kiyoshi Motoyoshi. Emerging from the bankruptcies of other companies, Toplin began releasing video games in 1984, although they were not particularly successful. The team at Toplin wanted to create a game that balanced frustration and entertainment, in particular hoping to keep players interested after dying in the game. They drew inspiration from the 1984 Taito arcade game Gyrodyne, a scrolling shooter featuring a helicopter. Tatsuya Uemura, who helped develop the game, would compose the music for the game. Uemura's focus was on to give the player a sense of bravery, though technical limitations of the time hampered his progress. Tiger Heli is a scrolling shooter. The player plays as a Tiger attack helicopter. The helicopter is equipped with a gun as well as a limited amount of bombs to fight against the military vehicle enemies in the level. The bomb will not only destroy the enemies within its blast radius, but also enemy fire within the radius. The player can also find a smaller helicopter to join their team throughout the levels. Toplin reached out to Taito to publish the game. We of course have talked about Taito several times before. They are most famous for Space Invaders. Taito published the game to Japanese arcades on July 23, 1985. The game would be released worldwide in October 1985, with Taito licensing American video game publisher Romstar Incorporated to publish the game in North America. That is a brief backstory to Tiger Heli. With that now told, it's time to play the game for ourselves. And here we are in the game. This is Tiger Heli. As you can see, copyright 1985 by Taito, but it was developed by Toplin. Taito just wanted all of the credit, it seems. But there is our attack helicopter. These are the excellent players. We should be able to make that list. Looks like Toplin was last on that list. Here's a little bit of the demo. It's fairly straightforward. You have the attack helicopter here, the Tiger Heli, and you go forward and attack anything in your way, basically. Looks like they are using the auto fire. It's fairly slow, the auto fire, so I probably won't be using it too much. There's a bomb going off, destroying everything in its path, and that's all that we get. So let's go ahead and get in the game, see what I can do here. We'll drop in like maybe 5 quarters. I just want to make sure that I'm testing whether you can continue in the game, because I've gotten some mixed opinions on whether you can. There's a little bit of a mix of information that I can find, so we'll test things out for ourselves. Let's get in. And here comes our helicopter. And we can destroy everything in our way. Yeah, this is me going for it. This is auto fire. Lot slower, so I'll be doing it during the small parts if I want to save my thumb. Otherwise, I'll be button mashing myself. Yeah, we're going to cause some collateral damage today. All right. There we go. We're just going to destroy the infrastructure as we go. Yeah, there should be a couple there. I've done a bit of practice, so I know where some of the enemies are going to be. Some of it is fairly obvious, if you ask me, but some of it's not so much. All right. Oh, they're coming from behind. That's not when it's obvious at all. There we go. Okay. You and you, dodge that. Get through. Get all the tanks. Get all the red cars as well. I probably don't have to hit them at all. And then somebody behind me. He's difficult to hit, that one. Okay, there we go. And now I can get underneath you. There we go. You gotta time it right. They have a specific timing of when they attack, and you got to try to work around that. Okay. Got a little thing there. And got you guys. All right. Now that we're on water, we should be starting to see boats as well. think it takes a little bit for them to show up. Take out a few of you. And then they immediately start firing, so you know they are not on your side. Okay. Got a health thing. There's the mini helicopter. We can have that join us. And now we can double our firepower. So we do have options in the game, so to speak. That's the common vernacular for it, and we're doing pretty well, I would say. Yeah, like I said, we'll easily make the the high score list. I believe that I will easily make it to the top of the list, but you know, I shouldn't say that before it actually happens, should I? Okay, and another helicopter. There we go. We got too many helicopters. And I did get to the top of the list. Yeah, it's not too difficult, that one. Okay, I guess we'll hang out down here, trying to take out all the ones that might show up. Oh, let's do that. And I lost one of my mini helicopters. That's not nice. See if we can pick up another one. Yeah, that's one of the things about having options in the game. Okay. We'll have to wait here, and then we can land. You have one bomb and one little heli, they call it. Alright, 10,000 points bonus for me. Do I get to keep it? I do. Very nice. Alright, we'll keep going. Yeah, that's the thing about having options in games like this is, you know, it's easy to lose them because then it makes you more of a target to hit. Okay, there. Got most of them. Oh, there goes my other mini. There goes the little helicopter. Alright, we got 4 of those. I believe those are kind of like free hits, but I'm not entirely sure what those are. They might just be points. I'm not paying enough attention to tell. Take out all the train. Do want that. There's another mini. And it's gonna shoot to the side. Okay, so then I want to hang out on this side. And there went my one of my health things. Sometimes when you get hit, it will take a... oh, there's a bomb for me, and I lost my last mini... Oh, no. Lost another one. Down I go, finally. But we're doing all right, I think. All right, give me the mini. I need that. Are we just going to go right past the boss? That was the closest thing that we've had to a boss this whole time. I couldn't defeat it, and they're just going to move me past it. I guess I'll take it. It seems kind of cheap, though, for it to function that way. Kind of want to defeat the boss, you know? Oh, and there. And, yeah. Yeah. That was gonna happen. Yeah, it says I have 6 of those. Okay, there. Once again, if we're talking a real-world setting, like one of the heroes of the war, one of the best helicopter pilots of all time, but in this game, you're doing all right. Oh, let's see if I can get more attack helicopters. That's nice. Okay, destroy those. Probably didn't need to. Yeah, there wasn't a good spot for me to go there. Okay, on my last life. This is one of the sideways ones. I don't like those nearly as much, but I guess it's helpful in this situation until it gets destroyed because, like, that's not an optimal position at all. Okay, we're just gonna have to go around that. And there goes one of my free hits. Damn it. Alright, that's the last one. Now I have extra things in here. And I'm told... oh, I made it to area 16. I'll take that. Then we can put my initials in there, and we'll see if I can make it further here. Or if they're going to start me over here. Alright, if I hit the button, what happens? Yeah, they start me over. I've heard that you can continue, but that's clearly not happening in this. So, that is disappointing. I wanted to be able to continue and kind of make progress, but they're just going to start me over. We'll do one more run, see if I can't make it further, but chances are I'm not going to. My finger's starting to wear out, as tends to happen in this game. In these kinds of games when I have to just button mash to victory. But we'll see what I can do. Should be able to make at least second place again. Knock Toplin off the list of their own game. But I do have to say that the graphics in this game are nice. For the helicopter, the explosions are very nice. Yeah, they always sneak up behind me on that. But then the graphics for, like, the town, they're not very good. They spent probably a little bit too much time on the explosions, although, like I said, they're very nice. And then, like, can we put, like, shingles or something on these? On the roofs? The roofs look incredibly basic. A lot of stuff in the game looks very basic, and then others look very detailed. It's a little jarring to me. But the jingles are always nice, and down I go again. It's not that my thumb's wearing out, it's that I'm not paying enough attention because I already had a good run. So maybe I don't even make the high score list. Well, there went my free hit. I can hit that, haha. And mostly I'm just kind of disappointed that there wasn't a continue feature because I was explicitly told there was. But clearly not. Okay. Did that, and down I go anyway, even after getting the hit. But they sent another helicopter my way, but yeah, that was not a good run, to be honest. And I think that is going to do it, because I could probably do better than this one, but probably not as good as that first one again. So 6th place, 1st place, I will take it. And that is Tiger Heli Played. So with Tiger Heli Played, it's time to talk about how it holds up today. Playing the game today, I did have fun playing Tiger Heli. It's a fairly straightforward shoot 'em up from 1985. It's very typical of the year, which means that this is probably a game that I won't remember all that much, given a bit of time away from it, but there's also nothing wrong with it. The game does have some tweaks to the genre that we haven't fully seen before. The highlight for me for this game would be the graphical explosions that you get. Those look like good explosions in the game. That was good. I liked that. But other than that, it's fairly straightforward. You're a helicopter, you move forward, you attack, you have a couple bombs. The bombs were interesting as well. They seem to be some sort of cluster bomb. They take out enemy fire so they can be used defensively, which is how I was basically using them most of the time. But other than a couple tweaks like that, also the options coming at you and then kind of joining you if you get next to them, basically. Those are some interesting aspects of this game, but other than those, it's fairly straightforward. So there's not necessarily a lot for me to talk about. When it comes to the graphics, kind of like I said, there's some sprites and some things that have a lot of detail to them, particularly the military stuff, the military vehicles, our helicopter, the battleships, the stuff like that. Those were very detailed. And then a lot of the backgrounds were kind of bland, like the towns and the streets and stuff like that. And maybe that's partially realistic, but it also made things stand out a lot to me. So there were definitely some focuses by Toplin on what to make the graphics for, and some things that they're like, oh, no, just throw something out there. Which is a little weird considering like the first level had a lot of blandness to it in terms of the background. But maybe that's just me being a little bit too picky on it. When it comes to the sound, I think the sound is good. I don't think it's particularly great or stands out all that much, but it's serviceable. It does what it's supposed to do. Did it give me a sense of bravery? Maybe. I didn't particularly feel it all that much, but once again, there was definitely nothing wrong with the game. It's just probably going to be unmemorable for me at the end of it compared to some of the other shooters that we have seen. This is fairly straightforward, like I have said. So, would I recommend this to a modern audience? The answer ultimately kind of depends on how you feel about shoot 'em ups. If you are a big fan of 80s shoot 'em ups, this game is something you should check out. It has something that you would be interested in. Would it be something groundbreaking for you? Probably not. But if you are not interested in shoot 'em ups from the mid 80s, this game is another one of those. So it probably doesn't have one for you. Nothing interesting for you, and you could probably skip it. So overall, it really just kind of depends on whether you like shooters or you don't like shooters. That's basically going to be my recommendation for the game. You basically already know if you want to play it. And that's my modern take on the game. When the game was released, Tiger Heli proved to be popular. It became the most popular arcade game when it was initially released, though this was short-lived. Critics at the time were also positive about the game, highlighting the game's gameplay and music. Tiger Heli would go on to have ports and sequels. We will keep an eye on these as we continue. As for Toplin, they would use the success of Tiger Heli to start to establish themselves in the shoot 'em up genre. We will hear from Toplin again. As for Tatsuya Uemura, he would continue to create music in the industry. We will hear from Tatsuya Uemura again in the future as well. That will do it for the story of Tiger Heli for now. My name is Baller Scuba. This has been Video Games Over Time. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in our next video when we increase our prestige.